Sup, it's Hallie. Welcome to Lakria Legends. Well, back to Lakria Legends. When we last left off, we were hunting unicorns, and we're still doing that because we need a lot more of them. But it's not as bad as it seems, because, oh goodness, we got like 14 of them last time, and we got a bunch of nonsense to deal with first. So I'm thinking we'll probably be able to average about like 20 a stream, perhaps, depending. And I decided we would pace that out with the bestiary. So we're gonna read 10 entries now, and for every 5 unicorns we can read another 10 entries, and then whenever we get the last of them we can finish off the last 12 and that'll be the whole thing. But anyway, here we have number 11, the mantid. When they lay their eggs, they produce a very tough silk and wrap their eggs within it. Oh, so they were the ones making all those cocoons, I guess. They lived in the Westwood Creek caves. There is our first boss, Hydros. Even though it is huge in stature, it is still considered to be a drakeling. Also lived in Westwood Creek, and it drops the Ripple Relic. Dark Bark. They are commonly mistaken for an ordinary tree stump, and have more bark than bite. Ha! They live in the Armen Ruins. They don't drop anything. Burrower. They get their name from the tunnels they make. Armen Ruins was constructed from their work. Oh, they live in the place they built. Yep, they drop antidotes. The Golem, rare enemy. The follow of spirit energy is able to animate this golem of moss and rock. It cannot move fast. Its agility is what, 38 there? And yet its defense is still lower. Well, it's RPG Maker. They're like balanced based on how those stats work. Lived in Armen Ruins. We never did throw any of those golem rocks, I don't think. We just sold them all. Sprite. Just one of these sprites has enough energy to turn a wasteland into a lush meadow. But I guess they're too evil for that, huh? They live in Armen Ruins. They drop runic potions. The Gazer. First mini-boss. This is the outcome of an overgrowth of fungus. Its menacing eye can stop you in your tracks. Lived in Armen Ruins, dropped the Oakwood Relic, which we sold. Mantigon, the first, dungeon boss, the protector of the essence of nature. She is the royal queen of all mantids in Lakria. Lived in Armen Ruins, drops the Radiant Relic. Scrapper. These beasts will roam the mountains and search for any food or carcasses on the land. Lived on Hydra Mountain, did not drop anything. And Ironhide. They can pick up speed and throw their body to cause massive damage to their enemies. There, lived on Hydra Mountain, didn't drop anything. Alright, we'll read more bestiary stuff once we've found more unicorns. 4 more, so that we can do it like divisible by 5, you know? Whenever we have 20 unicorns found, we will read more entries. Monsters. Oh yeah, we need to show off Leon's moves today, so let's make sure we do that. Whose turn is it? I don't even know. I don't know whose turn it is. That one. Yeah, I guess I can look at the move list to determine whose turn it is, huh? You know, guys, Leon was about to do his thing. You didn't have to kill all the plants. Yeah, goodness. It really makes a difference in getting through these battles so much faster. Where am I? Am I behind the tree? Ren, where did you end up? There he is. Christ. It's lagging game. So anyway. Yeah, moving through this battle's a lot quicker. It's kind of astonishing how much more efficient we are. Oh, I accidentally did that. He's just gonna kill them both with that. Alright, well that's what his moves animation looks like. His standard attack. It's as if we haven't seen that enough already. I guess he's slightly slower than Ren. I'll have to keep that in mind. Unicorn! We found one already! Would you look at that? This is the kind of luck that's gonna get us through this game. Once and for all. I'm not sure I have any desire to ever play this again. We got our enchanted bag. Let's save and open it. Save the game. Get the bag. Oh yeah, you save so much time going through the battles faster and with so much less inventory scrolling. Goodness, getting the seashells out of the bag is like the most difficult part at this point. Oh, I guess I should put that unicorn on the board before I forget. Unicorn. There. It's there. Empty. Oh, man, I left my room light on so that I could, like, see the keypad whenever I need to enter numbers. But now the light is bothering me because I'm used to playing in the dark. I can't win, man. I can't win. I guess I only need to see some of the time. I can just turn the light off for now. Come now, enchanted bag. We need those shells. I set the number of shells on the stream HUD there to be the amount we started with. I have no idea how many we'll have by the time we're done here, but if we have at least 100, I think we'll probably cash them in on the on one of the items from Fairy Island, since that's like the bulk of what we need these for anyway. Goodness, one of those items costs as much as 4 fairy inks would have. Right, so anyway. I've had a bit of a busy weekend. It was one of my 3-day weekends, so it's been nice, but it's been busy. I've just been trying to stay on top of things and catch up on art and game design and stuff. Okay, yeah, Leon goes second. So here's his incinerator. Good job, man. You did it. I'm gonna use Tornado to get rid of these frogs. And, that one. Plant really didn't take much damage from that, did it? Understandably, it's nature. It's gonna be resistant to nature. But yeah, I had to do a bunch of running around today because I needed to get a haircut. And on top of like all the other stuff I usually do on a Saturday. Because Saturday's like my chores day. I just do all my chores so that I can relax for the rest of the weekend. It's pretty great. But like last week, I had missed my gym visit where I go for like 99 minutes on the exercise bike. And I was like, well, since I need to make up that session anyway, I'll do that on Friday. So I did that on my day off yesterday, and that left me all tuckered out. Hold on, I'm gonna put that unicorn on the board. I can do this in the dark. I can do it. Yeah. Thank goodness for that little dent they put in the middle of the numpad so you can tell where 5 is. I should probably heal you. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I did that yesterday, and that left me all worn out, and then I had all my running around to do today, so I'm a little extra tired. And goodness knows I'm gonna do another 99 minutes on the exercise bike tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be fine, but it's just gonna be a bit more physical activity than I'm used to in my sedentary lifestyle. But yeah, trying to get more things done on like the art and design front. PH1 is slowly but surely coming along. I had to do another big ol' update of its, well, not the bestiary, we already did it. Big old update of its, what was it? The database. I was adding a bunch of monsters because, like, I'm sure I've been over this before. There's the shells. Good thing I didn't reset before I saw the message box, Gary. Oh, I had my finger on the button, man. But yeah, I've got all the monsters added and sorted and figured out. Still fixing up their movesets because things got all shifted around there. I really wish RPG Maker was slightly better about that sort of thing. Oh, combustion I guess combustion is an attack that affects the party. I used to think that's what it picked. I'm not used to my things from the menu just activating immediately when I select them. Let's see that again, just to make sure. Combustion. Okay, no, that wasn't combustion. Something happened with the menu thing, and it got all stupid again. Made me pick something I didn't mean to select. So he always had, like, a fire move that hits the screen. It didn't always have to be the Nova. Well, I guess that's good to know. Another one! My goodness. Look us get these unicorns. We're racking them up already. It's like extra important that I make sure I'm selecting defend in these battles. Although it feels like there's less in there to mess with you in this one. Where's that? 9, there we go. One more, we'll be reading more bestiary stuff. Good grief. But yeah, I got all the monsters figured out. Still fixing up their moves and stuff. Is it gonna show the thing? Good grief. 20 gold. But then once I've got that done, I need to go through all the classic mode monsters, and that's gonna take some time too. But hopefully not that much, because like most of what they'll need is just well, no, they need about the same as the other ones did, because all their evolutions got shifted, all of their moves got shifted. It's just a big mess. I remember what I was going to say. I wish that RPG Maker was a little better about that sort of thing, sort of like how Excel is, because whenever you move cells around in Excel, it also moves the references. Like if you were pointing to a certain cell on a page, and there was another cell beneath it you also needed something from, and then you inserted a cell between them, it would adjust the formulas that refer to both of the previous cells so that they still selected the correct targets, basically. It makes Excel super easy to work with. But RPG Maker's not like that. If you move things around in RPG Maker, it doesn't shift any of those references. So like, if one Pokemon is evolving into the Pokemon right beneath it, and then you adjust the list such that there's a new Pokemon in between the two, it's going to evolve into the new Pokemon instead of the one that it originally was. And everything in the database is like that. Every entry has its, like, ID, and that ID shifts to whatever occupies that space. It doesn't travel with the thing, even if you cut and paste it. So that's super lame. Makes changes like this extra tedious. And that's exactly why this game actually would be so difficult to fix, because, well, at least fixing the inventory, because we've all seen the inventory is an absolute mess. Everything is mixed up with everything else, and it's a nightmare to navigate. But if they wanted to correct that, well, they could make, like, separate categories for every single thing on the list, but then they would have to go through the entire game and replace every item with what it's supposed to be, because the IDs would not have changed. Like, if Cherry Potion was in one spot on the list, and they replaced it with a Max Elixir, because that's how the new arrangement sorted out, they'd have to go to all the places in the game where Cherry Potions were, and switch them to the new ID of Cherry Potions. I mean, they do have the guide. It's not like it's impossible, but my god, is it a lot of work. An extremely tedious amount of work. But, you know, it's the kind of thing that's just extremely time-consuming. I picked the best year again. And man, if there's anything that was actually good about Pokemon Hunter, it's that I set up the database right. The smart way to do it is to leave yourself, like, spaces in between them. Like, you'll have a block of numbers set aside for a certain kind of items, and then you'll have spaces in between them. So if you did need to insert a new thing, you wouldn't have to upset the whole array. But I don't like empty spaces. They bother me on an OCD level. I want them to take up the minimum amount of space they should. Can I see what I got, please? I got seashells. Thank God. So, yeah, fixing all that. And this is like the third time I've done it because I keep getting new ideas and I need to stop. Feature creep needs to stop being a thing. But I do think that the things I'm adding will be fun. It's gonna have a post-game and everything. Alright, so now... Oh wait, no. It's not Leon's turn somehow. Now I use Spirit Booster. Okay, yeah, see, that's what happened. I gave him Spirit Booster for some reason. That last time. Check out more of Leon's moves. My goodness. We keep getting unicorns. I mean, that's the goal, sure, but we do want to look at all these moves too, you know. Yeah, she's slightly faster than him now. Fire Pillar. Whoa, good job. Piece did more than enough to fire a pillar with one hit. Of course, it was a crit. I could tell the screen flashed a little bit there. But still. My goodness, the rate we're going. Well, no, there are so many unicorns. We're definitely going to get to the point where, like, we just end up needing to use... what was it? Troubadour, with the battle themes and all that. Yeah! I still need to update it. Because I did my music session that I would normally do yesterday. Whenever I do a music session, basically, first I go to overclockedremix.org, where I have like every song they've ever posted, and I get what's new there. And then I go through my Let's Plays to see if any new battle themes came up, and I add those. And then once I'm done with all that, I usually start adding battle themes from other games I've played in there. I'm up to, let's see, I just added the songs from Ultra Sun and Moon I mentioned last time. And the most recent OST to put in there was Doki Doki Literature Club, which should tell you how far behind I am on all this. There are just so many songs left to add. Salamandra. This is what we got for doing that Clear Spirit Line Quest thing. It didn't even kill it! Oh my god! So anyway... Yeah, but... what was I gonna say? Oh right, I haven't updated the one on here yet. Like, I got the songs ready and I didn't actually go in there and add them just yet. I had a silly thought occur to me that I wasn't quite decided upon before this point. Basically, I only add... Well, I mean, I add the entire OST of each game I put in there to the thing, and I, like, sort them based on how they go. And, like, most of the DDLC soundtrack ended up in, like, town themes or random for, like, character themes and stuff. Like, oh, what was it? The Just Monica theme became a lair theme. It's basically her lair. And I think I put Sayonara in Ruins because, sure. What occurred to me was that there is a fight in DDLC. It's between Yuri and Natsuki whenever they're arguing about their poems. It's not like a battle fight like these fights, but it is a fight, and you do make a choice in it to end it. So I was debating whether or not it even belongs on, like, the battles list, or if it goes in random with the other, like, event-specific themes. I feel like it would be fun and silly to include it in the battle themes. So I probably will. Like, it comes down to the question of what is a fight, and that kind of determines a lot of where these songs go, but like, there are times where a song will not end up in battle themes, even though it's like, it feels like one. Like, say, for example, in Captain Toad, an absolutely esoteric example, there's this stage where you're like climbing this volcano to get the star at the top, and there's this giant dragon breathing fire at you the entire time, and you just kind of have to evade his attacks to get up there. And like, for that game, you might consider that to be a boss fight, but it's really not. Did I do Rapid Thunder? I can't remember. We definitely did that one. I did do that again, just in case. So anyway, there's this dragon, he's breathing fire at you, but you don't actually fight the dragon. You don't have to attack the dragon in any way. So I classify it as an action sequence, not so much a boss fight, because you're trying to get away from the guy, and when you get the star, well, he knocks over the column that it's standing atop of, and it bongs him on the head, but he did that to himself. That wasn't your doing, you know? You didn't have anything to do with him defeating him, he defeated himself. So I don't really consider it a fight. A fight it is not. But not all fights involve people killing each other, you know, is the thing. So it's like, do Yuri and Natsuki qualify? And basically the two criteria I look for is that there is combat, a combat of some kind involved. So not a contest, like playing chess against each other is not a fight. That's why the songs from Checkmate did not go in there. And the player has to have choices involved too. Like, there have been fights in mods we've seen, like in The Rising Knight, and God forbid if we ever played Fruits of Literature Club, you know there would be fights from that too. But if the player is not involved in the fight, then I don't consider it like a battle. It's like not something you won, air quotes, in whatever like sense that winning would apply to the thing. But in DDLC, kind of checks off both those boxes, because there is what would typically be considered a fight. It's not a fist fight, it's a fight of words, but it is a fight, and you do make a choice to resolve the fight. So it's like, it kinda fits those criteria? Kinda? Is this too much of a reach? No one will ever answer this question. And then there's the whole fact that it'd be funny and not have some novelty to include in the battle themes. So I'm probably gonna do it. I think I will. This is much clearer cut in Take 2, where there are actual, like, RPG battles. But we've already got all those songs on the list, all the ones presented in the mod so far. There are many more battle themes that will appear in Take 2 when I get around to making it again. And when we do them and see them, we will include them. But for the time being, they're not in there. They don't go in. I feel like I gotta earn that. Oh, I forgot to put the unicorn on the board. Hey, this was our 20th unicorn. We need to read some bestiary after we're done opening this enchanted bag. Goodness. One of these times I'm gonna get a unicorn, I'm just gonna forget to count it. And we're gonna go over on our unicorn numbers, which actually wouldn't be that big of a deal. Because as it currently stands, we're going to have like 5 or I guess 7 seashells left over, since the 100 shell items on Fairy Island actually only cost 99. No. So desperate to get out of the bestiary, I reset the entire game. Give me you. Fab, or royal the mushrooms. Open the bag. Empty. Crap. Anyway, I feel like I didn't finish off that subject adequately, but I did say everything I wanted to say about it, so we're just gonna leave that on the awkward note it ended on and talk about something else. What was I even on about in the first place? I don't even know. I already talked about Pokemon Hunter. Not much to say on the artwork front. Got a couple thumbnails I gotta finish up. I was working on one for the Spelunky playlist today. And I get to draw one for Trouble in Sarasa Land next. I already know what I want to draw. That's like half the battle sometimes. No, it really isn't. There's like way more to drawing these things. The grind of the picture is definitely in the production of the picture. Figuring out what I want to draw is actually usually the easy part. In fact, I used to be very active in thinking about how I wanted to portray things, and I'm a bit saddened that in recent years I seem to have lost that capacity. I used to be thinking about this stuff all the time. It would just live rent-free in my head, the next thing I wanted to draw and how I wanted it to look. But then my mind got all cluttered up with all this other stuff, and now I'd rather it just be quiet when it can be. The less I have to think about on a daily basis, the better as far as I'm concerned. And for the most part, my life is structured such that I don't need to think about most of the things. Because the next step is clear enough, or easily remembered enough that it's not a big deal. But yeah, like, one of the things I used to do is I would go over entire comic scripts in my head. Like, this is what this person's saying, how they say it, and how the panel is shaped and stuff like that. Not anymore. Not anymore. Can we please get these seashells? Pretty please. What else is going on? I haven't really gotten anywhere in my latest GoldenEye run. Still working on everyone has rockets. It's ridiculous. I'm stuck on frigate right now. You wouldn't think it was such a big deal there, but it definitely is, because like the closed spaces make everything more difficult. There are a lot of ways you can like lure the guards around there, and I found some methods that get me through like the early parts of the ship consistently. But my god, those guys just... all it takes is one dude catching you off guard, and you've been blown to smithereens. That's it. And frigate's also a little tricky because you've got to rescue at least 5 of the 6 hostages, and they're being guarded with rocket launchers, so if you don't stop the guy who's pointing a gun at the hostage, he's going to blow up the hostage, and himself, and anything in the vicinity. And this is especially a problem for the guy on the bridge, because he's standing right next to the bridge bomb that you need to disarm. So if he blows up his guy, he's going to blow up that, and you're going to fail the mission. Which isn't the end of the world. I actually did fail a couple other missions in this adventure that I just said, you know what, it's fine, we're gonna let it go. I'm probably gonna go back and redo those levels. One was like, the bunker on its first visit, and Silo. Because getting through Silo is difficult enough on a time crunch, let alone whenever this guy's ready to blow you up. Even Ormov has a rocket launcher there. I think when I go back to redo Silo, I'm gonna do it on Agent, so there is no time limit until you place the first charge, because it's not like it's gonna make it any easier. The guards still have rocket launchers, for God's sake. If they catch you, you're gonna get blown to smithereens. Them being on Agent difficulty isn't really going to impact the challenge level there, I don't think. Okay, we did Mass Solution. Let's do Volt Throw. Nice one, guy. Whoa. How about you drop a meteor on this snake? Wow, it actually almost died. I had a feeling he might be able to kill it, but he just barely survived. It got Magic Burst deleted. So yeah, Frigate, a huge pain, but I'm actually enjoying it. It's kind of like a puzzle. And what I figured out that was getting me through the first part consistently is that the best way to approach the guys on the bridge is actually just to kill the guard who's holding the hostage from the ground outside. It's kind of hard to see him up there because But, like, the game, the resolution is not great, and it's a generally murky game, even on brightly lit levels like Frigate. But you can see him from the deck out front, and you can shoot him through the window, and his head is like the only thing visible, so that's like, you're guaranteed to get him if you do get him. As long as your aim is true, he's going down. And that causes the other guys on the bridge to come out to you. But you don't have to be there when they get there. You can be off running around doing something else. So since that frees up the bridge, it makes it safe to enter that room, and that lets you gain access to like 2 hallways that are off the side of the bridge where all the guards are facing away from you because they expect you to be coming from the other direction. So you can just kill all those guys with them not even realizing you're there. And that saves you a lot of trouble because these are also the same guards that tend to respond to noise. So like if you fire a rocket, and any guard within like a wide range of you is going to come from the noise. He's gonna come running. And so getting rid of those guys, it's really useful. Problem is the rest of the ship is an absolute nightmare. It only gets trickier from there. Like there are these 2 spots toward the midship where like you're supposed to go up the stairs to get to them, but some quirk of the level design causes the guys inside those hallways to see you at the bottom of the stairs outside, even though there's like a door separating you. They wouldn't physically be able to see you. It's just the engine allowing them to, but it actually works in your favor because they tend to blow themselves up in that. Because just because they can see you doesn't mean that they can fire the rockets on a line of sight to get you. So it can be useful to stand there and have them blow themselves up. But I've had it be such that sometimes they don't blow themselves up, or they still reach the door and just fire a rocket right in your face. It's a bit of a mess. And sometimes they notice you, but they don't fire, and then they start making their way around to where you are instead of attacking. And like, you can usually catch on to that being the case because you won't hear them firing rockets at you. But it does throw a wrench in the plan, basically. And in a mission like that, you want as few wrenches in the works as possible. You need consistency to get through that mess. The less consistent the approach, the worse it is. Oh, and I guess like the one most complicating thing about the whole bit is, just because they have rockets and you have rockets doesn't mean you need to use rockets against them. But unlike other levels where sometimes you can find other guns off of like boxes or spawning guards, because guards that spawn in do not have rocket launchers with that cheat. But anyway, Frigate doesn't have anything like that. So you've got your 20 standard bullets. Use them wisely. You need at least 6 for, or 1 for each of the hostage situations, because you cannot. There is just no way you're going to rescue a hostage using a rocket launcher. No way in heck. I could probably afford to be more liberal with my use of them, though. I didn't mean to pick that, but it's time to look at pieces moves. Hey, here's Terror Storm. We've seen that one a few times. Yeah, kick that frog. Showed him. Did we forget to read the bestiary after getting that 20th unicorn? We did. We forgot to read that. It's fine. I'm just distracted as heck. Let's read some entries from the bestiary. Goodness. Got all wrapped up in opening the bag and I just went for it. Okay. Oh wait, no, we are on the vulture next. Okay, these birds can lift 3 times their weight. Their nests are located up in the mountains. They live near Drew Mountain. Drop cherry potion. Sand bear. Their fur is so dry and tough they will venture out of their caves to seek moisture. They live near Drew Mountain. They drop mono water. That's weird. Airrock. The spawn of an ancient bird in the mountains. It is the sworn enemy of the Gojiri tribe. Not anymore, it's not. The Mimic. Oh, so that's where it was. I didn't realize it had an entry so early. I guess they went with the first mimic rather than the last. They changed their appearance to lure unaware travelers. They seem to hate magic. Most of them do. There's only like one mimic in the entire game that's weak to physicals for some reason. Hothead. These highly explosive monsters are formed by the vile gases that the volcano releases. And now I can't remember if you need two S's whenever gases is plural. Volcanic grotto. The Kuron. These beasts use their fire magic for defense. Their huge physique makes them quite slow. Volcanic grotto. You have drop running potion. Helldog. These feral hounds that can withstand a heat up to once. Is that 1,000? Yeah, that's 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, looks like. If confronted, they will not back down. Like the volcanic grotto. The Stalker. They like to cling to walls where they can get a view of their surroundings and their prey. They drop lizard scales. The Bagoro. We spent so long hunting this thing. These elusive beasts live in the volcano and drink from the pools of lava that flow within. Don't do that. That's molten rock, dude. Bagoro's horns. Taros. An utterly forgettable mini-boss. Taros is considered to be king of the volcano. It will challenge anyone that wanders within. Those fiery chakrams. Did we even get any real use out of those? Everything that was weak to fire was like pre that dungeon anyway. What was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about Goldeneye. I think I said all I need to say about that. Tempest Strike. Beast, get it. Does that do nature damage? Sure does. Good job, man. But yeah, I've got a couple missions I need to go back and redo just because, after all, it's the last of the runs that's meant to be challenging, so I should see it through. The only other one I failed, and well, no, there were two actually, but well, let me explain. I failed the surface because, along with this silly everybody has explosives thing, I decided it would be in the spirit of the run to blow up everything that physically can be blown up in the level. So like, basically the plan is you go through and you destroy everything, like destroy all the guards so that they can't kill you anymore. And then you go around blowing up all the things that can be blown up. And in the surface, there's this mainframe in like the dish building that you have to turn off for one of your objectives. You turn it off and the dish is powered down so it's not sending signals, yeah? But if you blow up the machine, it goes to like backup power and turns the thing back on, so you fail. You have to specifically turn it off, not blow it up to pass the mission. So obviously those two things were at odds. It's like, how are you supposed to blow up everything in the mission? Oh, he did it twice. I was gonna drop a meteor on that guy. Anyway, yeah, how are you supposed to blow up everything in the mission if you have something you specifically can't blow up without, or in order to pass? So I need to go back and do that one, I guess. A surprisingly dangerous mission considering how much open space there is to dodge the rockets. And that most of the guys who are actively chasing you don't even have rockets anyway. But yeah, in the bunker, the only problem I had was that the programmer got away from me while I was busy dealing with everyone in like the main room. He was hanging out near the exit with the two guards who have rocket launchers there, and they blew themselves up, but they blew up the programmer with them, so he couldn't do the thing. And he has like two of the objectives tied to him. What was I gonna do? I don't know. I wasn't gonna do anything in there. I only thought I needed to do something in my inventory there. So yeah, I gotta go back to do surface, gotta go back to do bunker, gotta go back to do silo without the time limit, so it's not impossible. And you know, just because like the 00 agent objectives aren't on your list in agent doesn't mean you can't still do them. And then I gotta figure out what the heck I'm doing with Frigate. Looking forward to blowing up the rest of the game. Having fun at least. Like, even more looking forward to whatever is beyond the Moonlight. I literally don't know. I'm gonna go to my randomized spreadsheet. Like, give me a game. It's gonna spit one up and be like, oh, that one? Sure, fine. Stop killing everything, Ren. Not Ren, Leon. Both of them, I guess. Peace needs to show off his moves, you dinguses. We earned them, we might as well use them. Let me just have, like, these people defend. And then Peace will get a turn. Here, use Colossal Fissure. Oh, hey. That's an attack that hits everything. I should probably use that instead of Steel Whirlwind. Steel Whirlwind's so lame. Not that it's gonna matter for too much longer. I haven't decided who I'm gonna bring to the final battle for this. Probably whoever's going to be using the weapons we get from Fairy Island. Which is basically Leon and Lena, I want to say. They get the two weapons. Like, Ren can get the one, but he should keep his other thing, don't you think? Stone Skin! That looks kinda cool. I bet it wears off before he even gets another turn. Or the battle ends before he gets another turn. Yeah, whatever. Oh, I was like, what am I waiting for? I didn't actually finish choosing his attack. Udra, do your thing! I have no idea what that did, but it did it for everybody. That's a little better than most buffs because that means everybody gets to use it. In fact, come to think of it, that would probably really help all of the defensive moves in this game if they applied to the party, because then the next person in line can actually make use of it. Kind of figured he would do something defensive, though. It's not really Udra's style to just come out and belt somebody with a ton of damage. Jeez, guys, slow down. Another frog's a weak to grass and all. Now, speaking of, like, that kind of thing, reminds me of Pokemon. We talked a lot about the trading card game last time, and that's still a thing, for sure. I've finally figured out how I want to handle my modern collecting habits, because times are tough, and I probably shouldn't be buying any cards at all. But I want to, so I'm still gonna. I decided I would buy, like, one pack every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks after that, it's like I make a targeted purchase where I'm aiming to fill holes in the collection. Because, like, opening packs is definitely a stupid way to collect the cards. I just like it. It's fun. If you open it, you never know what you're gonna get. I bought one today. I got a Chandelure. It was not a great Chandelure, but, you know, it could have been something better. It was still fun. Get that new card smell and all that fun stuff. But anyway, yeah, packs are about $5, generally. I got mine at Best Buy, where it was only $4.50. I was hoping to catch them with a deal I saw they had last time, where they had, like, a bunch of Silver Tempest, wasn't it? Set, like, it was one of the old ones that was trending out, so they had them on sale for $3, and I was like, ooh, I should get more of those, but I was too slow on the uptake. They were all gone by the time I got there today. So I just bought... Oop, not you. How did Peace get an attack ahead of Lena? Did we surprise the enemy? We must have. Anyway, yeah, so instead I just bought one pack from Twilight Masquerade, and that would cost me $4.50. $4.80 after tax. Somebody get you. But anyway, I decided that, yeah. You need to stop with those double attacks, guy. We have more Peace moves to look at. Oh yeah, he leveled up. He's got his MP back. Also, where are all the unicorns at? We had so many before. Now there's none. Killed them all. I mean, we scared them all away. But anyway, the goal is to spend, like, 25 or less on cards every 4 weeks is the idea. because that balances out to, like, I want to see, was it 325 a year overall? Which is still a lot of money, but I'm hoping it's within my budget, especially after, like, the cuts I made in other areas. So I guess we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's like a pack for $5, and then a targeted purchase of $20, and I just see how many holes in my collection I can fill for $20. Buying them online, or like from my sister, because she has like quite a stock going herself. I'll be talking to her about her pricing at next visits. We shall see. I'm not expecting a special rate just because I'm a relative or whatever. My special rate is I don't have to pay for shipping. Oh, put it on the board. Don't forget, it's especially important. This is our 21st unicorn. Seashells? Seashells? May I see? May I see the box? No, it was mushrooms. So yeah, looking forward to buying more Poke cards. I kind of made some expensive targeted purchases recently though, so I'm gonna just be buying packs for a couple weeks here. When it comes to the packs, I'm just like, I'll buy whichever one I have the fewest cards in a set from. That's basically the idea. And that helps guarantee filling some holes too, because like, obviously if you're missing a lot of cards or have no cards from a set, then all of the cards in the pack will be new no matter what. Probably still not worth $5 because, you know, they're a little overpriced. But that kind of depends on what's in them. You're just unlikely to get something that's actually worth $5. My goodness, it's not like there's any shortage of, like, uber rare cards to find anymore. It's gotten to the point where, like, some of these sets have more cards beyond the card limit than in the card limit itself. Like, it'll be X out of 100, and then there'll be, like, 101 out of 100, and that used to be a special and interesting thing, and now they've got, like, well, you've got 200 out of 100. It's like, really? Guys? Really? This is how it is? There's our rainbow seashells. It's dumb. I don't like it. But, no, I like the rainbow seashells. I don't like what the trading card game has become. I still enjoy it on, like, a visceral level. Otherwise, I wouldn't be engaging with it. But, man, things could be better, and they're unlikely to ever improve, which is just kind of sad to think about. You get with the times. You roll with the punches. You can lament the thing not being what you want it to be, or you can accept it for what it is. Alright, so you did all these things. Did we do this yet? Earth and Strikes? Yes, we did. Rock knuckle time. Yeah, good job, man. You punch him. Punch that stupid plant, this dumb gob. Yep. Pokemon is dumb. I did take a look at what I would be doing next in, like, the official games. I've been playing Heart Gold for a good long while at this point. I think I just hit the 70-hour mark, but I haven't exactly been super efficient in my approach either. But I am getting close to the end. Next thing I want to do in that is refight all the gym leaders. Because, my goodness, they have this whole rigmarole you have to go through to get their phone numbers. And then you have to call them at specific times of day for rematches. But the nice thing about it is you only have to call them once, because once you've got them in the dojo, you can fight them at your leisure anytime. You don't have to actually go there right away. So I currently have like every single character in there waiting for me to fight them. So once I've chewed through those guys, that unlocks a couple of trades you can do with them. Like you can get Brock's Rhyhorn and you can get Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu. I want to get those guys. And there's also, like, oh, what was it? I still need to beat Red He's basically the final boss, but he unlocks a couple things too. Like you'll get a starter from Steven, and one of the Gen 3 legends will appear in the Broken Tower or whatever it's called. I don't remember. You get like Groudon or Kyogre there. And if you bring both of them there, you can get Rayquaza. But I don't have Soul Silver. And it still will certainly be a long time before I play it, so whatever. Those guys get to hang out for a bit. But yeah, all of that's within the realm of like another 6 hours of play. Tops. Unless I really can't handle Red, which I probably can't. Red's kind of intense. My team is around level 50. Even after everything they've been through. We just did Rage. We're gonna do Stone Barrage. Oh, Stone Barrage hits everything now. Oh, it's better now. It's better. Probably not as good as that other move we saw. Ren hit level 95. He's totally going to hit 99 before we're done. Totally, completely. Unless the experience requirement is so absurd. But even if he doesn't, we might just spend some seashells on that, what is it, the Scroll of Experience? Because I totally derailed my train. Don't you hit him twice, dude. Don't you do it twice. Okay. But anyway, I was going to say. It was something from way earlier that I got derailed from. We're going to have, like, some leftover seashells. And if we get even just, like, one extra unicorn, I think we'll be able to afford a scroll, I want to say. Because you can spend 15 seashells on that. Why did I come out here? We didn't get anything we needed. I'm going to heal. Whatever. I don't know why I felt the need to heal. I just did. So yeah, finishing up Heart Gold. I need to get back into playing Pokemon Violet because there's a whole bunch of stuff in the DLC I didn't do yet. And if I want to be battling effectively in that game, it would behoove me to apparently complete the Kitakami Pokédex, because that gets you an item that makes it easier to collect shards from Terra raids so that you can change the Terra types of your Pokemons. And if it can make that manageable, I might actually bother, because it seemed like pretty tedious work to do from my initial impression. Like, the Terra raid battles are just awful. Maybe they're a little better online, whenever you can get some, like, actual competent help, instead of relying on the stupid NPCs. Huh. But yeah, there's still a lot I need to do in both of those. But both of those? I meant both of the DLCs is the thing. I only got partway through the first DLC, and I haven't even started the second. We just did Earth and Blades, right? Did we? I don't remember. There, Earth and Blades. Wow. Huh. But yeah, I was looking at the next team I would be putting into the future. The future! And they actually all can go into Gen 8, so that's nice. I won't have to finagle things around. But tragedy of tragedies, one of them is this Dragonite that was released as a promotion. It was Lance's Dragonite, and it knows Barrier like it did back in Gen 1. But Dragonite cannot learn Barrier in the new games. And not only can it not learn Barrier, Barrier actually doesn't exist as a move anymore. It's one of those ones where it's like, this move can't be used. It's recommended you forget it. Once you forget it, you can't learn it again. Eat a turd sandwich, loser. So, the one thing that makes Lance's Dragonite, like, unique among Dragonites is that it has this barrier, and I'm not even able to use the move, even if I keep it. Super duper lame, and it's not like there are any effective replacements for it either. Like, if I wanted, I could go into Pokemon Let's Go, apparently. Wait, no, not Let's Go. It's Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, yeah. I was confusing it with Go, like the phone thing. But anyway, apparently they kept the old TMs and TM learn sets in that one. So you could go in there and get a Reflect TM and teach the Dragonite Reflect, and that would be kind of the same thing. But I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, dear viewer. I skipped the Let's Go games because I don't know, they just didn't really appeal to me. So I would have to do, like, that whole thing just to get the TM for the guy. I don't even know if it would be worth it. I mean, Double Defense Dragonite is no joke, for sure. But is it worth all that trouble? I don't honestly know that it is. But I was probably going to need to get those games eventually anyway, because there are some other bonuses you get in other games if you have data from them on your Switch. Like, I want to say you get Mew in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl if you have data from those games. And you can also get a Pikachu or an Eevee in Sword / Shield. If you've, Oh hey, we can summon. Wait, we've already seen this. We don't need to summon Terror. Oh, we did it anyway. Whatever. But anyway, you get a Pikachu or an Eevee in Sword and Shield if you've got the data from those games. Singular or plural. But yeah, it's probably worth it just for the Mew alone. Just having a Mew I can legitimately nickname would be nice. Although that's one plus of the Sword and Shield era. You can nickname Pokemon that were traded to you, as long as they didn't already have a nickname in the first place. And they exist in that game because, you know, Dexit and all that. But yeah, I would have been sending this team to, like, Gen 9 if I could, but there's an Aerodactyl in it. And there's no Aerodactyl in Scarlet and Violet, which is kind of surprising considering, like, they're doing this whole ancient Pokemons versus future Pokemons thing and whatnot. You'd think that some of those ancient Pokemon would turn up, like, natively. Like a Lost World sort of thing going on down in the crater Area Zero. But no. Why, that would make too much sense. We almost done with Pieces Moves. I think we are. In fact, I think Sands of Time might be the last one. Is it? I will be first to concede that Peace is desperately in need of something that speeds him up, so it's good that he has that, but I don't really care either. Alright, so that takes care of him. I guess we're looking at Lena's moves next. Unless he has an Incarnate ability. Does he have an Incarnate? Do you have an Incarnate, Peace? Can you Incarnate? Hey, Leon, can you Incarnate? Oh, you can. He turned into a freaking dragon. Oh my. I mean, that was a lot of MP. It would have been all his MP if he wasn't wearing that one item, but that was something to see. Get Crystal. Well, anyway. Trying to think what else is newsworthy or not worth anything saying at all. What else is going on these days? He's gonna turn into a golem. And his MP is gone. Fortunately, we don't need it for anything else. Moving on to Lena. Wait, no, she's faster now, isn't she? She is.
Power, come to me.
She did it. Just a tiny little boost to her intelligence. Good grief. Didn't even get another turn. Whoop, it made me pick the tornado instead. Thanks, battle system, you continue to thwart me. No, no, Rapid Gale. Yeah, sure, summon Ifrit. Did she even use the move? Oh, it looks like Ifrit only hits one die anyway. Yeah, if she used that move, I didn't see it. I will try that one again. It probably did happen, and I just got lost in everything that was happening here. Oh, it was a defensive move, wasn't it? I just saw Ren's agility decreased. That was why I didn't see it. I was looking at the monsters, not the heroes. Lightning Blast. Kind of weird lightning seems to come from below rather than above. He's gonna do it again. Whoa, whoa. Oh no. Dragon Lily. This is what we earned our Seed Snapper for. I'm sure that would have been a lot more impressive against not a bunch of plants. Staff Smash. Bonk. Got him. Man, we haven't seen a unicorn for a hot minute here. But we are burning through these moves pretty quickly. That's nice. Lena's like the second to last one. So once we've got her done, it'll just be Knight's moves to look at. And then we can change the music. Yippee! Hooray. And we'll also be able to start just running from these fights, and that'll get us unicorns much faster. Alright, yeah. Force of habit. I'm just gonna smack them all. Need to keep in mind, Lena's so fast she goes second. She'd probably be faster than Ren if they were on par with each other. He's just approaching max level. Triple attack chain. Oh god. Who had the triple attack chain? Didn't look like they actually used it. I'm just glad it wasn't Leon, because I don't think that frog would have died to 2 of his sword strikes. And we're gonna smoke this final boss. It's gonna be no problem at all. Unless we bring, like, all the wrong things. Somehow. Alright, let's see. I kinda wanna see the Dragon Lily hit these guys. Frogs are weak to Plant. Plant will do the job. They're gonna get annihilated. Let's look at these damage numbers. That's more like it. We already did Nature's Gift. Wind Blast. Yay. How about this? Guess I could talk about, like, what's actually going on the channel and all that. My Rumble still seems to be growing faster than my YouTube. My report came in last time and it was like, you got 10 subscribers this month. And I was like, whoa. 10. We're up to like 70 on Rumble. Of course, the viewership isn't nearly as high. Like, I can definitely get more views on my videos here than I do there. And who knows, maybe that will change someday. If there was more engagement on Rumble, I would probably be paying closer attention. Oh my goodness. As it currently stands, the most I get in terms of engagement is someone will comment and they'll be like, if you follow me, I'll follow you, we both benefit. And I'm like, I'm just gonna delete your comment, guy. I was actually going to go ahead and add follow to the list of banned words so I don't have to get comments on there, but I can't find the banned words list on there anymore. I don't know if they took it out. Soothing hug. Oh, we already did that. Whoopsies. Here, explode them. But yeah, I'm mostly fine with it because part of the reason I'm on Rumble in the first place is because I'm so annoyed of YouTube's censorship policies. They're so obnoxious. But yeah, it was kind of nice being able to just, like, pick selective words that would filter out stupid comments like that. Like, you remove follow and you don't have to worry about them begging for it anymore. You remove Telegram, you don't, and WhatsApp, and you don't get people spamming their things like those. But I can't find that list no more. If it still exists, it doesn't seem to be available in any of the menus there, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe it just got lost in the weeds. But I'm hopeful of my prospects there. I just worry that it's going to take too long to get everything caught up there because, like, I do upload more videos to Rumble than I do here, but as it currently stands, they only catch up by, like, 1 per day. Because there are 3 videos going up every day on my YouTube, and there are 4 videos going up every day on Rumble, which means they catch up by 7 videos a week, and, well, I've got thousands of videos, so that's not very fast. But the plan is, basically, once the Doki Doki catches up, then I'll go, like, double time on the other Let's Plays, because there are more other Let's Plays now than there are Doki Doki ones. Because it used to be an even split between Doki Doki and other things, but now it's Doki Doki, indie games, and SMPX games, making it a 2-to-1 ratio of other things to the doodly doodlies. So, yeah. Hold on, I gotta put this... Gotta record that the unicorn happened. 23 unicorns. Whoa, let's open their bag. Oh, apparently we found 2 and we just didn't open one of them? Crap. Now I don't know if I forgot to record a unicorn. Ah, crud. Ah, crud. Perhaps I will rewatch this stream tomorrow while I'm exercising and make sure I jotted down all the unicorns. I've been trying to think about things to talk about so much, it might have just slipped my mind entirely. Alright, that's 1 bag down. Well, actually, hold on. We can just count the number of seashells we have, and that will tell us how many we've encountered. Okay, so we started with 20. We have 80 shells right now. So we've seen 6 unicorns. This would be the 7th. And 16 plus 7 is 23, right? Okay, yeah, we're good. Did I say that I got those? Okay, good. Yeah, we're fine. Everything's fine. Math has saved the day. There was nothing in the bag. I heard it. Phew. Money. Blech. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm like, talking about YouTube stuff. Looks like we're coming up on the end of Undercurrents. I don't know how much longer it'll take for Yuri's route, but I imagine it'll probably be like 2 more sessions tops. Not sure quite what to make of her route just yet. She's been more involved than Natsuki was, but a little less plot-heavy than Monika was, and a lot less horny than Sayori was, so maybe this route will have its own identity of sorts. I'm just kind of had about enough of it, really. Slice of life really is not my thing, and I've gone on record before and will continue to say that if DDLC had only been a slice of life visual novel, it would not be nearly as memorable as it is. I meant to use a Lena move. So yeah, having a mod like this where it's just raw slice of life for so long, I'm willing to go out on a limb and say it's a me thing. It's not necessarily the mod's issue that it's the way it is. We already used Fairy Flurry. I don't think we used... Yeah, I don't think we used that. She might have, and if she did, I forego. You should do that thing, sure, that one. Good job. But yeah, kind of looking forward to moving on from Undercurrents. I don't remember what's next on my list. There are quite a few entries there. Just don't remember what they all are. I'm gonna waste a Seed of Life. Okay, so we definitely did use those things before. I didn't remember if we used the Seed of Life or not. Losing my Mire Blossom. Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about. It was the Spelunky situation. Yeah, we're still working through Editor Plus and all that. We're going to be switching to magic signs so that we can make sure we're getting all of the things done. I'm gonna have to redo a Demphia, unfortunately. And I kind of want to revisit All Smiles because even though that one's stupidly hard, I figure it's worth a college try. Maybe just give it a couple shots per session. Oops. For some reason I thought she wasn't singing. I'm dumb. But anyway, it looks like our men might be coming back sometime soon. There was a little bit of news, I want to say on like the 23rd of May or whatever, which is actually a fair bit in the past. I don't remember the exact date of the announcement, but they said they might have a possible server room testing some things. And I haven't really checked in recent days, but I know it's still down at the moment. But things are in motion, and that's exciting. I am looking forward to the return of our men. But once it comes back, I think I am going to have to drop like the Spelunky stuff and resume things from my queue, because that's only right. I guess what that amounts to is I might end up finishing the Spelunky editor stuff on streams, perhaps? If I want to keep going with that. Or maybe I'll just bump it down the list. In fact, yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. I'll kick that series down past a couple of other things we're finishing first. Enchanted Bag. That is our 24th unicorn. Let's go open the bag. Get it. Get it. Oh, right, we need to open the bag. What am I doing? Oh, God. I'm so lost right now, dude. Save the game. Bag. Open. What do we got? Seashells? I hope so. Can I see the message box, please? Ugh. But yeah, no idea when exactly Gorman will be back, so the editor levels will surely keep us busy until such a time as it is. There are just so many of them, dude. So many. I'm having fun with them. And on the SMBX front, we're on our latest Let's Play, The Wishing Stars. It's been a pretty challenging episode so far. That's kind of all I have to say about it. I'm not looking forward to next time, because we have to get a leaf to finish a stage that might have been shown today. Depends on if today's episode or yesterday's episode was called Bouncy Purgatory. I can't remember when exactly that one goes up, but if it hasn't gone up yet and you haven't seen it, you will see. Or maybe you won't. Maybe you don't tune into that. Who knows? Maybe now you will if you're curious. What did he mean about Bouncy Purgatory? Why was it so bad? What does he need a leaf for? We're gonna get it done. But yeah, on the SMBX front, I am overwhelmingly tempted to start a series where we remove lazy blocks from levels and make them work the same or about the same without them. Because they are completely unnecessary in so many cases. I feel like that would actually be kind of interesting. I've also thought of doing this as like a contest on the SMBX forums. I don't know if it would really fly or where to post that sort of thing, but basically the idea would be you take an event where you take a level that uses lazy blocks and you remove all the lazy blocks and try to make it better. Because they're an epidemic, man. Everybody uses these things. You don't need them. Levels look better without them. At the very least. Did that move put that thing's HP to 1? Oh, whatever. We're almost done with Lena moves. Oh boy. But yeah, I feel like it could be a fun creative exercise. Yeah, but one of the things that stopped me, apart from it being kind of like, oh, she needs so much MP for that. I guess I'll have to go heal her before she can use that one. But anyway, it feels a bit like elitist to do something like that. Just say, I know how to do it better, and then just flex on them by doing so. I don't really mean it in that spirit. It's just a way it can be taken, and it's understandable why it can be taken that way. But the other part of it is SMBX has changed so much since I've worked with it that I would have to learn a lot about how the program is now. Like, I open it, I just get overwhelmed with the editor alone, let alone all the crazy custom stuff people do with it.
This is the end.
I probably should have done that on the Fresh Frog.
I'm not finished.
It took 3,700 damage. Oh, she can't attack. Thanks, game. Very cool. Defend. It's like, summon Fenrian. You have no MP. Oh. That's okay, Lena's done now. We don't need to worry about her moves. In fact, I guess we need to get Knight in here next. Alright, well, let's take a second to rearrange our party. Goodness gracious. So, let's see. Serene, you're level 76. Leon is 79. Peace 78. Lena is 78. And Knight. Okay, Blaze C is 75, so Serene and Knight, and either Peace or Lena. Alright, we'll bring Peace since he's ahead in the list. Get in here, Knight. Alright. That's you out of here, and you out of here, and these two are back. There we go. Everybody's on the right side. Except for Ren. The elves have left the building. Leon and Lena, they are out. We have done the opposite of taking the elves. Alright, Serene's still got that thing going on. That's okay. Knight goes second. That's easy to remember. We've seen that one many times. Well, you're gonna just snowstorming, I guess. I'm not used to her moves being arranged the way they are. I guess she does have some upgrade moves we didn't really check out. And I guess Ren does too. Maybe we can go to the bottom of his list and look at those. Because that's where they all got kicked to. Almost certainly. Unicorn! We don't want to use any moves on this one. Ran away. Enchanted bag. And that's our 25th unicorn, so that means we get to look at more bestiary stuff after we open this bag. Yes. Yes. Over here. Save the game. More seashells. Nope. Oh, that's right, yeah. Got the thing. More than the carry limit. Still don't trust this entirely, but we kind of don't have a choice. We absolutely do have a choice, I'm choosing to go this way, because we're going to pick up one of the items from Fairy Island after this. Not like after this. It'll be the last step of the stream, basically. Once we have hit a point where we don't have enough time. Although I do kind of need to be careful, because now that we're past the carry limit, I can't use that to visually confirm how many unicorns we found. Rainbow seashells, please. I mean, I guess I could go to Paradise Island and get the thing right now. Nah, we just rearranged our party. I don't want to put Leon or Lena back in it just yet. They're the ones who would be getting those items. Unless, like, they're character-specific, which I don't think they are. At least. It's like, yeah, the staff can only be used by Lena, but the sword could be theoretically used by Ren or Leon, and I would like to give it to Leon in that case. Especially since it'll probably make his attack animation a whole second shorter. Oopsies. No, we're not ready, bestiary. Not ready. Gotta open this enchanted bag. There we go. But, you know, even if we do get the thing from Paradise Island, it's not like we can't, or we have to use it right away. I actually could switch out Peace for Lena. They are the same level right now. I'm just curious how this is going to interact, basically. Like, is it going to take the 99 out of my inventory right now, or will there still be some left showing there? Like, how does it work? We're going to find out. You know what? Trade in 99 seashells. We get the Fairy Staff. Fairy Staff. We equip this weapon in the menu screen. Alright, let's leave. We'll get Lena in here so she can use it. Yeah, see, it takes the rainbow seashells out of the inventory first, so it looks like we're back at 0, but we should have 10 more. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. We need to use the party jewel. Bring in you. You. And you. No. In before it's worse than Twigabash. Yeah, it's worse. Sparking staff decorated with vines and flowers. Yippee! Where did we get a sorcerer's staff? Why is this here? Crackers with immense heat, 10% chance of burn. Yeah, where did we find that? Maybe it's not something that can be sold. Alright, well, we did all that. Let's read the bestiary. These guys. So, Emberus. The malicious spiritual entity known as Greed. It has been feasting on the energy of Hijiro Mountain. It dropped the magma relic. Squiddy. An extremely aggressive and territorial squid that brings disaster to those who it encounters. It dropped a waterfall relic, Squiddy's blade, and pirate's hat. We only got like 2 of those. Shark. These sharks are normally passive unless provoked. They are enemies of the capital race. Drops its tooth. Squidder. Not to be confused with Squiddy. Squidders can be found on the seafloor, usually eating algae and harvesting seashells. They don't drop anything. Wouldn't it be nice if they dropped, like, rainbow seashells? That would be something. Eolic. Eolics have burrowed nests within coral reefs to tend their young and shelter them from foes. Drop the eel scale. Sea snake. They use their large size to swim around their prey to create whirlpools to trap them within. It is not Dragonair. Don't say it is. Stinger. Stingers are notorious for their deadly venom. Just one can bring down a huge blue whale. Drops antidote. Merman. Mermen protect the order of the sea. Mermen? Anyone who causes disturbances receives punishment. And they drop their armor. But it's bad. Plasm. Plasm are the energy of the spectral dead. They can manipulate their form to attack their foes. If you say so, they have cherry potions. And the Spitzel. Spitzels love to feast on the negative energy of life forms. They are found amongst the dead. They drop dark orbs. They're not haunters. Don't say they are. There we go. We don't really need to save them. We read the best here. Let's just go. Let's just go. We'll look at more night moves. And we're gonna use that staff with Lena. And maybe we'll look at some serene moves if the monsters survive long enough. It's around level 99 yet. It's 96. It's getting there. It's getting there. Oh my. A unicorn right off the bat. making up for lost time, are we? We had such a long stretch with no unicorns. They were like, we need to get this guy more unicorns. More unicorns are necessary for this man and his quest. It's true, we do need more unicorns, but we do have other goals to make as well. They just happen to coincide relatively nicely. No. Pause menu. I think it's going to be on the left now because of, yeah. Because of that staff we picked up. Shells? May I see? Please? Mushrooms. Seashells! Such luck. Yeah, now it just says we're back to 10. Yeah, that doesn't fly. We should have more than that. It would be like 21, I think. Fingers crossed that variable is not incorrect. Like, you think they would set it up such that it only deducts them from your inventory if the overflow has already been surpassed. That was her fairy attack. Good job. But no. No. Yet another technical issue of this game that is not adequately accounted for. Oh wow, she's actually faster than Ren now. It's his, like, super mode. I'm surprised she got that one hit, and I forgot it was Serene attacking. Also, man, she's still gradually dying. I should probably take that item off of her for these, like, situations here. She doesn't need to be wearing that all the time, you know. This Blood Mage's hat there. You can put it back on whenever we're ready to finish the game, okay? Yeah, you do that. You get to use a Shadow Panther. It's a little sad that your animation gets covered up by HUD, guy. Let's see, Shadow Blade. Well, we already saw this one, and it was actually kind of nice. I mean, it's a silly animation, but it does a decent amount of damage. I'm gonna have her heal Serene. She's actually getting quite beat up. Yeah, that one. Oh, she leveled up anyway. It doesn't matter anymore. Oh, did I update the HUD? I didn't. Hoy. Peace, get out of here. Lena, get in here. There you go. Did I add that unicorn? I can't remember. Oh no. No! Everything's bad. Black moth. Turn into a moth. Become moth. You did it. That's our shadowy shapeshifter. Hello, Mr. Halley. So, you didn't start with the Pokemon Overworld type of sprites to animate characters in. You actually started with NES Godzilla, and it worked. Nice! Glad to hear it, dude. Also, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I've just been rambling into the void for like an hour and a half. It's my most insane trait. Let's use Dread. Go, Dread. This is the first time I've ever seen this animation. It killed everything. I approve. Ren leveled up. Wow. I keep forgetting to use moves with Serene. Although you have to make 5 more frames for Omori, yes, you did draw Omori in the style. Most of the monsters in NES Godzilla use 3 frames, but you want Omori to have 8. Yeah, I wouldn't know about that. Usually, the number of frames you can use for a thing depends on what engine you're making it in. Some things offer more flexibility than others. Ooh, slash and gash. That was a nice fast move. I like it. I like the fast moves. Where did your better things go? Okay, so that's what happened to her Rainbow Rain. And now it heals us, apparently? Of course, it's not going to do much to a stinking plant. The reason you want Omori to have 8 is because Godzilla also has 8. Oh, okay. I don't really understand the crossover here. Like, what is... Oh, how does Omori fit into this now? I've lost track of your projects. Oh gosh, you're running out of MP, guy. I guess we can use Impending Doom slightly early. It still misses. Oh, so sad. So, what about you? I guess we may want to use probably Moonlight Fury. Was that animation any different at all? I guess it hits everything now. It didn't used to. That's nice. And he's going to be a playable character for the project you are making, not a game, just a fan story of NES Godzilla. Oh, okay. Well, how is he a playable character if it's a fan story? Is it like a choose-your-own-adventure sort of thing? I'm gonna go recover our MP. I guess we could talk about what's coming down this stream pipeline, since we actually are almost done with this series. It's probably going to be another couple streams after this, but we are getting there very rapidly. Okay. Oh, I'm in my inventory. I'm going to go for skills. We need a Drain Blade. Sure. Unless... Yeah, we didn't use this one yet either. Oh, that thing got deleted. NES Godzilla, the one from the creepypasta, personalizes itself to whoever plays it, so you are having Sunny play the game in an AU. Oh, okay. So it's one of those dealios. Like Mario 64, every copy is personalized, or whatever that meme was. I really don't understand it. Sounds like a bunch of silly nonsense to me. You need to carry your poison, my guy. Where's your poison carrying thing? Was charge, it's the red fangs, oh, that's actually that's something that does not upgrade. It just stays what it was all way long. One last. Oh, so much blood came out of that thing. So instead of dreaming, Sunny sees the events of all the dream spaces, such as headspace, through the game. Okay. I'm not super familiar with lore of Omori. I watched Afro-Zero do a Let's Play of it, but I didn't pay super attention. It was a very passive participation on my part, so I get the gist of it. Definitely an interesting game. I looked up some videos about the creepier stuff that happens in it, and some of it's legitimately terrifying. Alright, let's put that unicorn on here before I forget. So let's see, that was our 27th, probably. Now let's see, we had 110 shells. Oh, hold on. Let me take care of the bag first. One step at a time here. I need to make sure I'm accurate on my unicorn count. Driving myself mildly insane. Oh, the enchanted bag is on the right again. Why's that? We must have found an item from a monster. But it won't just be a retelling of Amori, you also want to have lots of stuff from the original NES game to make an appearance, as well as new enemies from from either game. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, man. Crossover stories are all about you having fun. Meh. So the Earth, the starting world from the original game, is going to make an appearance except for the first boss. Kazora is replaced with something, and the second boss is nowhere to be found. Oh, okay. What happened to the second boss? You know, something, whenever you don't know what it is, I guess it's like kind of vaguely creepy in Amori, but when you do know what it is, it's actually one of the creepiest things in the game. Which is something I really appreciate about Amori. Like, it actually gets better whenever you realize what it is that's haunting Sunny. Kind of has Uboa vibes before that, but apart from that, not really that intimidating. It's just vanished. Poof, not that it mattered much in the original game. It was one attack with Godzilla stun blocks it. And Mothra is so small that the boss can't hit her if you know where to stop her. Oh. So I guess it's supposed to be like, oh, this thing, it's always there, now it's not there anymore. Oh, it's creepy. That makes it creepy. It's like, what happened to it? And you don't know. You never know. You never find out. Sometimes I wish I was a more enthusiastic person so I could appreciate things on the level that other people seem to. But at the same time, I'm thankful that I'm less susceptible to being easily swayed by things, I guess. It's probably the gentlest way to put that feeling. It's not supposed to be creepy in the very beginning of it. Well, I don't know. Then what's the point of him missing? Isn't it supposed to be the sort of thing that, like, tips you off that something's wrong? Like, hey, there's supposed to be a boss confrontation here, and then there's just not? I guess, hold on, I need to do some math here. We started with 20 seashells. We got up to 110, spent 100 of them, and then got 20 more. So, we should have 130 is where we would be, which means we found 11 unicorns. 16 plus 11 is 27. Yes, we're on top of it. I'm gonna save that I did math in my brain. I think stuff like that is good for a creepypasta if they don't treat that stuff like the creepy part. It may be cliche, but it builds intrigue of the protagonist. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not supposed to be the actual, like, creepy part, the stuff that keeps you up at night. It's the stuff that suggests something's off. It builds momentum toward the creepy. Toward the genuinely creepy. Or at least that's how I feel like it works conceptually. These things don't work on me anymore. I'm too old, I just don't care anymore. Sonic.exe treated everything like that, and that's why it sucked. Because then the spooky red background showed up, and Eggman was playable, and it was so scary. Yeah, well, scary. Well, I think one of the things that creepypastas rely on a little too heavily, in my opinion, and part of the reason why I don't particularly enjoy them that much, but other people seem to, is that they count on you not understanding what's going on to make it scary. Like, the confusion is supposed to generate the fear. And I guess that does bother people a lot because, like, it's sort of an entropy thing, I guess. Like, you just don't know what's coming. And the more confused you are, like, the more other things are likely to affect you emotionally. But I just find that kind of thing annoying. Like, if the whole point is it's supposed to disorient you by not making sense, I just get irritated. And I feel like that's a lot of what creepypastas do. Did I already do this one? I probably did. I think we're on Void Draping. Yeah, burn that. Unicorn! So let's see, we're about 12 minutes from the end of the stream here. We've only found 10 unicorns, which is fewer than I had anticipated. But we've also been fighting all the fights and fussing with the moves and things. So I think once we're done with, like, the move showcasing and all that, we'll be in a much better spot. We'll be able to get the unicorns more efficiently. Like, even more efficiently than we already are. You agree, and Sonic.exe in particular even forgets its own game mechanics by doing this. Rainbow seashells right off the bat, I love it! Anyway, the protagonist treats Tails looking at the screen as a scary thing, even though he already does that if he's idle. Yeah. I don't have enough familiarity with Sonic.exe to know that moment specifically, but I get what you're saying. Ren is level 97. Good grief. Froggin. Die, Froge. Maybe we'll be able to finish up the move showcases today. Knight only has like a couple more there. And then we'll worry about the rest next time. Oh my goodness. I know it's weak to grass and all, but jeez. Well, actually, that attack isn't grass anymore. She's not using the Twig of Ash gun. I guess it was just a hearty crit. Yep, got Dark Embrace. Hey, whenever he uses Dark Embrace, he doesn't go all shadowy like the rest of them do. I guess that's because he's Knight. Sonic EXE is objectively one of the worst creepypastas in your opinion, for the title alone. If it was a ROM hack, Sonic.gen would most likely be its name, not Sonic.exe. I don't really have an opinion on it in that regard. Okay. I wasn't able to do the thing. Why are you still all glowy, Knight? What happened to you? He lost most of his moves. Did that change his equipment somehow? No, he's still got all the same stuff. He can put the crisp mask back on if he wants. Did I accidentally pick the wrong thing? Usually effects don't carry over between battles like that, and he's still glowing. Okay, now he's back to using his moves. Reality Warp! Oh, wow, that was extremely underwhelming. There you got him. So when the spooky realistic image shows up, it should be even less of a surprise because the realistic images on screen aren't unheard of. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow that one. I don't understand. You're great. Unicorn. Hooray! We got another one. Enchanted bag. Put the unicorn on the board. 29th unicorn. Don't think we're gonna get to another bestiary reading this session. We might though. I mean, there are 8 minutes left. We'll only have one more move to look at. Or is it 2? Because most of this creepypasta's scare factors are the random, hyper-realistic images. Red Mist, a SpongeBob creepypasta is more guilty of this. Well, yeah, that's been true for a long time. It's like, just but that's part of the juxtaposition of the horror. It's, oh my god, where am I on this screen? I hate it so much. Ren, there you are. Okay. But yeah, the juxtaposition of like something cartoony like SpongeBob, and then there's a hyper-realistic image, and it's like disturbing and scary. That's supposed to be part of the fear as well. Because SpongeBob's not supposed to be hyper-realistic. The only time they use hyper-realism in SpongeBob is to make it funny. So for them to do it, to make it something scary instead, it's like, oh no! But none of these things affect me anymore. I'm too old. Any move that kills everything on the screen is fine by me. Of course, it takes all his MP to do that, but hey, that was the last of his moves. I think we might want to go spend some seashells real quick. We've got 30. We have enough to buy at least 1 fairy ink. So we might as well. And we will get even more next time. Certainly. I'm confident we will. Pausing frequently so the screen updates. Let's see. And in the context, even though it was supposed to be scary in the story, you could see it also being funny. The crowd booing Squidward's clarinet performance with hyper-realistic eyes is kind of funny. That actually sounds like a gag they would do in SpongeBob. Like, that could be a nightmare of Squidward's. Hyper-realistic is apparently not the right word if it's used in animation, though. I don't know. I mean, if it's trying to evoke a sense of realism, I would call it hyper-realistic. Come on, game, show me the display. Oh my god, this thing. Fairy ink. We don't have enough for 2. Even with our reserve left over from the top of it. There, we got a fairy ink. Oh, yeah, no, we can get a Mystic Booster for 15. That's probably what we'll end up doing. We'll just get one extra unicorn so we can use up the last of our shells that way. But anyway, I need to go to Paradise Island to use that fairy ink. I may have overestimated the length of time this task would take, but I did want to get at least like one skill upgrade in on here. It's reassuring to me that we were able to get one of the 100 shell items here, just like that. Wait, view upgrades. Which character would you like to, you know Leon is next on our chopping block. We've already got Crimson Force, looks like we're getting Eternal Spirit. The only thing Red Mist that could be seen as scary are the random crimes against children it decides to show for whatever reason. I don't remember. I'm not familiar enough with what you're talking about to have an opinion. But child violence is certainly something I don't think people should be viewing. Especially if it's real. Goodness. Like, fake child violence is one thing. I would honestly just file that under overly edgy. But if it's real or something, no, you've crossed the line. You've crossed the line and might need to get a life. Lag Island. The one thing I will not miss about this game is the lag. Like, there are many things in this game I will not miss when we're done with it, but the lag especially, my god. Yeah, I don't blame you. Instead of calling the police after seeing this evidence, they call the show creator instead. Like, what? Alright, we've down to like 2 minutes. I think it's a good time to call it as any. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to update skills. But I'll put that up to 52. 50. Dang it. No. Numbers. I can't see what I'm doing. Light on. 52. There we go. Now the HUD's updated. We'll pick up with this next time. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time with more Lakria Legends. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.